Yes, good morning students. Second question yesterday we were doing. So the first part is line segment joining the center to any point on the circle is called radius of the circle. Line segment joining the any point on the boundary to the center of the circle is called radius of the circle. This is very much true, and the reason that you will describe how to justify it, you will write that because all the points on the boundary of the circle are at equal distance from the center. Reason you have to tell for the true false, they are to be justified. Earlier I have told you. So second part is, this was the first. Second is circle has only finite number of equal chords. A circle has only finite number of equal chords. So this is false. What is the reason behind? If you draw a circle, you can have at the same width, you can have the chords of the same width, they are equal, and another two, they are two equal, and we can draw infinite many such chords which will be equal to each other. Why so? Because the reason is because in a circle we are having infinite many number of chords. So as number of chords is infinite, so out of those infinite chords, equal chords, they will also be infinite in number. So you will write because circle is having infinite many chords. Therefore, there will be infinite many equal chords. Next is third part. If a circle is divided into three parts, then each is a major arc. If a circle is divided into three parts, then each will be major arc. This is again false. When we divide the circle in three parts, three equal parts are rather. The question is like equal arcs. If a circle is divided into equal arcs are not parts. See, it be like this, 1, 2, 3. So he says each will be major arc. So this is false. What the reason is? Because all arcs are equal. Therefore, there is no difference. There is no difference in their lengths. If all the arcs are equal, lengths में कोई difference ही नहीं होगा. तो अगर lengths में कोई difference ही नहीं है, तो how we can detect the major and the minor out of them? As two person, if they are of similar age, how we can say that who is elder, who is younger? They will be of equal age, no? They will be of similar. They will be called co-aged. Similarly, as we are having three equal arcs, so there is no difference between the lengths of the arcs. That's why we can't say that who is major, who is minor. All arcs will be equal in length. Next, fourth, chord of a circle which is twice as long as radius is diameter of the circle. This is very much true. Chord of a circle which is twice as long as radius is diameter of the circle. So if we are talking about the definition of the diameter, we know that diameter is twice as long as radius. So simple iska justification hoga, this is true, because according to the definition of diameter, diameter is twice as long as radius. According to the definition of the diameter, this statement is justified. Next, sector is the region between the chord and the corresponding arc of the circle. Is it true or false? Let me ask from Arman. Arman, unmute yourself. He says sector is the region between chord and arc. Yes, Arman. Arman, speak up.
Ma'am, false.
How you will justify
False.
this? This is false statement. How you will justify?
Ma'am, because the chord.
Yes, Arman. Justify it that it is false.
Ma'am, because chord is the full length and the
Sector is the region between arc and chord. You said that it is false, and I'm saying that justify how it is false.
justify करना नहीं आ रहा.
Justify करना नहीं आ रहा. Mishti, Mishti, you justify it.
Yes, ma'am.
How you'll justify this is false?
Ma'am, because sector is a region between radii and arc, not between chord and arc.
बिल्कुल ठीक. The justification is just due to definition of the sector. He says that sector is a region between chord and arc. No, sector is the region because sector is the region between radii and arc. So this is false statement. According to the definition of the sector, we know that it is a region included between the radii and arc. So chord and arc के बीच के जो region को हम segment बोलते हैं. तो sector की ये definition, this is wrong. This is false. Next. Fifth is, fifth we have done. Sixth is, circle is a plane figure. So as we have defined circle, it is a two-dimensional figure, and two-dimensional figure, they are also considered, they are also regarded as plane figure. So this statement is true because we know that circle is a two-dimensional figure, and two-dimensional figures, they are also known as plane figures. So this is true statement. So this is all about exercise 10.1. So before proceeding to 10.2, we'll do certain theorems and their proofs. So let us firstly do the definition of the congruent circle. So we have done congruency chapter, in which we have done the congruency of triangles. We learned the different criteria with the help of which we prove two triangles to be congruent. Similarly, there is a criteria, there is single criteria with the help of which we can say that whether the given two circles, they are congruent or not. In 7th standard, so many figures we have discussed about their criteria of congruency, like two angles congruent if their measurement is same, two line segment congruent if their lengths are equal, two squares congruent if they are equal or of equal side, two rectangle congruent if their length and breadth are same, right? And two circles congruent. Suppose I am making two circles here, one with center C, radius R, another with center C dash, rather they should be equal, another center C dash, radius R dash. Then when we say that these two circles, they are congruent, you know, when we buy bangles how we buy them? We just put one bangle on the other and we see that all bangles they should be of the same measurement. ऐसा होता है कि एक बैंगल दो बड़ी हो दो छोटी हो और हम ले लें, हम कभी नहीं लेते हैं ऐसे. इसी तरह से अगर हम दो सर्कल्स की कॉन्ग्रुएंसी की बात करें तो एज पर द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द कॉन्ग्रुएंसी, two things they are said to be congruent if we overlap one over the other, if we superpose one over the other, and they totally overlap each other, they totally merge each other. So these two circles, they will be said to be congruent if I put one circle on the other and they completely cover each other. And when it will happen? It will happen only in the case if the radii of these two circles, they are identical. So two circles, they are said to be congruent if they are of same radius. That means having the same radius, then we say that the two circles, they are congruent, right? Chaliye. Let us start with the next concept, angle subtended by chord at a point. Everything is new in this chapter, otherwise the definitions and the theorems that we'll do, they are the new things regarding circles. Angle subtended by a chord at a point. So how we define the angle that a chord makes at a certain point? Let us discuss. Suppose we are having a circle and there is a chord, say AB. We consider a circle with chord AB, and I want to see that what will be the angle that this chord make at the point P, which lies on the boundary of the circle. So whenever we have to see angle made by chord at a particular point, what the criteria will follow? Whatever chord is there, look at their endpoints and join those endpoints to the point where the angle is to be identified. We want to know angle of this chord with the point P. So taking A and going in the direction of P, starting from B, going in the direction of P, we will get angle APB, and this is the angle that the chord AB will make at the point P. So whenever we have to see that what angle chord is making at a certain point, what criteria will follow, what method will follow, we'll just take the endpoints of the chord and initiating the lines from those endpoints, reaching or meeting those lines at the point where the angle is to be identified, and whatever angle will be formed like this criteria, this procedure, that will be the angle that the chord will make at that point. Suppose I want to know the angle of this chord which this chord is making at the center of the circle. ये chord circle के center पे कौन सा angle बना रही है? तो it is very much obvious, it is very much clear that to see the angle at the center, but we have to see just ending point of the chords going to the center, we are getting angle AOB. So this AOB is the angle that the chord AB it is making, it is describing at the point O, right? So this is the way to find out the angle that a chord is making at a particular point, right? So let us start with the theorem 10.1. Now we'll do certain theorems which you have to remember as a result also, and we'll do their proofs as well. Theorem number 10.1, page number 172. Equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center of the circle. Equal chords of a circle subtend equal angle at the center of the circle. So what the theorem is that in a circle, given two proofs सब लिखेंगे because theorem है. If we are having two chords, suppose I am taking one chord to be AB and another chord to be CD. So what is given to us? Given a circle with center O and radius r. Also two chords. Which two chords? AB and CD. Moreover, these two chords, they are given to be equal. So we'll write and two equal chords AB and CD. So what is given to us? We are given a circle whose center is O, radius we are taking it to be R, and two chords which are equal to each other named as AB and CD. Right? What we want to prove? We want to prove that these two chords, these two equal chords, whatever angle they are making at the center, this AB chord, this is making the angle AOB at the center. देखो पता होना चाहिए कि सेंटर पे एंगल डिस्क्राइब कैसे करना है. जिस कोड का भी एंगल हमें देखना है, ending points will be joined to that particular point and we'll get the angle AOB. And that means we want to prove this angle AOB is equal to the angle that chord CD is making at the same point, that is at the center. And that is what it is. This is COD. That means we want to prove that angle AOB angle COD के equal है. So whenever we are doing geometry, one thing we have to keep in mind that congruency is the concept which will never leave us, right? So we need these two angles to be equal. Angle AOB and angle COD, we need these two angles to be equal. So we know that whenever we have to prove certain angles or certain sides to be equal, what criteria will follow? We make those two triangles to be congruent. If these two triangles in which AOB and COD are there, this is the triangle AOB in which AOB present, angle AOB present, and this is the triangle COD in which angle COD is there, right? If these two triangles get congruent, then we say that angle AOB is equal to angle COD by CP/CT. So our motive is to prove these two triangles to be congruent. So let us start with the congruency of these two triangles. We will write in triangle AOB and triangle COD. We consider these two triangles. If we'll prove them to be congruent, then by CP/CT, definitely angle AOB and COD will get equal. So let us prove their congruency. So this is AO and CO. I said they are equal, and I want to know the reason from one of you. And let me ask the reason from Anshika. Anshika, how I have written AO equal to OC? What is the reason?
Yes, ma'am.
How AO is equal to OC? Reason क्या है इसका?
Ma'am, as it is the both are the radius of the circle.
बिल्कुल ठीक. Exactly, they are radii of the circle. Radii of the circle. And we know that radius of the circle it remains identical from wherever we are taking, from wherever point we are taking, right? So next I am taking OB equal to OD with the same reason, because they too are the radii of the circle. They too are the radii of the circle, right? And third thing, I think to some extent we have used the given that their circle is of radius r, and one given is still to be used. And what is that given? That the chords AB and CD, they are equal. So third thing, AB equal to CD, we will use like AB equal to CD. This is given to us, right? These two due to the equal radii, these two again due to the equal radii, and these two because chords are equal to each other. So therefore, triangle AOB, this is congruent to triangle COD. So by CP/CT, angle AOB, this is equal to angle COD, right? So this you have to remember as a result as well. No doubt proof we have done. Proof is there in your syllabus. So we have done the proof, but as a standard result, you will remember it that equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center of the circle. If two chords are equal, then angle made by them at the center will also be equal. Chaliye. So theorem 10.2, it is, if any problem is there, you can raise hand and you can repeat. So theorem 10.2, that is page number 173 of your book. It is converse of the theorem we have done right now. So exercise से पहले के theorem चल रहे हैं हमारे. Theorem 10.2 we are going to start with. Equal chords subtend equal angle at the center of the circle. So can you make the statement of its converse? Let me ask from Dhavnesh. Dhavnesh, unmute yourself. Dhavnesh. Dhavnesh. Imani. Imani.
मैम आप प्लीज रिपीट कर दो क्या बोला.
Yes, Imani.
कन्वर्स मैम कन्वर्स रिपीट करना जो आपने अभी लाइन रिपीट की बोली थी.
Converse आप ही बोलोगे बेटे. I will speak the theorem that equal.
आपने जो लाइन बोली थी अभी.
हाँ, I am speaking. Equal chords of a circle subtend equal angle at the center of the circle. Converse.
Ma'am, if the angles stand by the chords of the at the center, then the chords are equal.
थोड़ा दोबारा बोलना. थोड़ा मिसिंग है एक पॉइंट. ठीक बोल रहे हो आप. एक वर्ड बीच में से मिसिंग है. Please repeat it.
If the angles extended by the chords of a circle at the center are equal, then the chords are equal.
Definitely, यही होगा इसका converse. Now, what is in the converse? Whatever was given, that becomes true proof, and whatever was true proof previously, that becomes the given. So, what is given to us? Let us firstly make the figure. Figure is, there is a circle, two chords. You can make it anywhere with center O and angle subtended by them. So, given a circle with center O and radius R and two chords AB and CD such that angle AOB equal to angle COD. This time angles are given to be equal. These are chords. Chords are not given to be equal. They are simple chords. Generally हमें chords दी हुई हैं तो इस property के साथ that these two chords they are making equal angle with the center of the circle. We want to prove that these chords, that means AB and CD, they will be equal to each other. This we want to prove that AB is equal to CD. Let us start with the proof. So again, the same criteria we'll follow. We'll prove the congruency of two triangles. If two triangles they got congruent, then definitely by CPCT the angles get equal. So let us take triangle AOB. So we'll write in triangle AOB and triangle COD. So we are considering these two triangles, taking three things. We'll prove them to be congruent. First thing, again I'm using the same that I have used in the previous theorem, that AO equal to OC, radii of the circle, right? And then OB is equal to OD. Again, radii of the circle. And then third thing is angle AOB equal to angle COD. This is given to us. AOB equal to COD. So just to see, this is AO, this is OB, this is angle AOB. So which criteria is there? SAS. So by SAS rule, triangle AOB, it get congruent to triangle COD. By triple S rule, triangle AOB gets congruent to triangle COD. And therefore, by CPCT, let me write. So by triple S rule, triangle AOB congruent to triangle COD. Therefore, by CPCT, AB is equal to CD, and hence proved. If the angles at the center made by the chord are equal, then chords will definitely be equal to each other. हाँ जी भूमिका, any problem?
यस मैम। मैम नीचे का दिख नहीं रहा है, थोड़ा सा
तभी मैंने
नीचे कर
ऊपर
दो
लिख
शिफ्ट
दिया
कैम
उसको.
को।
I have written at the top. I'm trying की.
ओके
क्या?
मैम।
चलिए. So two theorems, we'll remember them as a result. If equal chords, then subtends equal angle. If subtending equal angle, then chords are equal, right? So this is all about with the theorems of exercise 10.2, theorem 10.1, theorem 10.2 we have done. Let us start with exercise 10.2, which is based on the congruent circles. Exercise 10.2. Question number first. The question is, recall that two circles are congruent. Recall that two circles are congruent if they have same radii. Prove that equal chords of congruent circles subtends equal angle at the centers of the respective circles. That means the theorem that we have done in case of a circle, that is also true in the case of congruent circle. बिल्कुल ठीक बात है. congruent circle होंगे तो रेडिया इक्वल हो जाएंगी तो सेम प्रूफ हो जाएगा. One I will do and second you will do yourself. ठीक है. First I am doing. First of all, we have to make, that means in the previous theorem 10.1, 10.2, we have made a single circle. But in this question, as he is talking about two congruent circles, so we have to make two circles which will be congruent to each other. Taking one circle, center C, and say radius R. अभी मैं लिखूँ. Second center C dash, and radius again R. Let us take chord AB and let us take chord PQ. So this will subtend angle ACB at the center, and this will subtend angle PC dash Q at the center. So how we will write given? Given two congruent circles, each of radius R. Each of radius R. Why I have written each of radius R? Because as they are congruent, the radius will be the same. Each of radius R and centers C and C dash respectively. Centers C and C dash respectively. Right? Chaliye. So what is to prove? Same thing we want to prove, and moreover it is given that chords are equal. Also chords AB and PQ such that AB equals to PQ. So this AB belongs to the circle 1, PQ belongs to the circle 2, and with the property that these two, they are equal to one another, right? So what we want to prove, that this AB, it is making angle ACB at the center, that is angle ACB. We want to prove this is equal to PC dash Q. That means the chord PQ is making angle PC dash Q at the center, and we want these two angles to be equal. Same proof whatever we have done previously in the theorem, just difference is there. That was that we have done in the single circle, and this is to be done in the two circles, right? Two congruent circles. Chaliye. Let us start with the proof. So we'll write, एक ट्राइंगल इधर से उठाएंगे, किधर से, in triangle ACB and PC dash Q. So again, AC is equal to PC dash, same radii, congruent circles, same radii, and then CB is equal to C dash Q due to same radii. Again, same radii we'll write, and then AB is equal to PQ equal force given. Same proof here almost. So again by triple S rule, so by triple S rule, triangle ACB congruent to PC dash Q. Triangle ACB congruent to PC dash Q. What it means? Two triangles get congruent. So by CPCT, what we can write? By CPCT we can have angle ACB. Therefore by CPCT, angle ACB is equal to PC dash Q, and hence result that equal chords of two congruent circles, they will subtend equal angle at the centers of the circles. Same theorem जो हमने 10.1 किया था, उसी का ही refined version है in case of congruent circles. Same result will be followed here also. So इसका जो second part है, that you will do on the same line of actions, that if chords of the congruent circles they subtend equal angle at the center, then the chords will be equal to one another. ये अपने आप करना, right? चलिए let us start with the next concept, theorem 10.3. All these theorems that we are doing, they will be used in the chapter, and moreover they will use in 10th also. 10th में भी जब आप सर्कल चैप्टर करते हो तो ये वाले थ्योरम्स का रिजल्ट जो है वहां पे यूज। एक एक्टिविटी के थ्रू ही उसने थ्योरम को समझा दिया, बट हम उसका प्रूफ भी करेंगे. विल डिस्कस द एक्टिविटी मेथड आल्सो एंड द रिटन प्रूफ आल्सो. What the method is, he says, suppose you are having a circle, center O. You are taking a chord of the circle. ऐसे ये एक्टिविटी आप करके भी देख सकते हो. आपने कोड बना ली सर्कल की. So what you do, you just draw a perpendicular to this chord and passing through the center of the circle. सर्कल के सेंटर से पास करता हुआ, if you draw a perpendicular to this chord, this is a center, then that perpendicular will definitely bisect the chord on which it falls. How you can do it with the help of activity? You just take a circle out of a paper and you draw a chord on this circle, and then you draw a perpendicular passing through the center. Then out of this taking this to be the line of symmetry, you just fold up this part on this, and when you will fold up this part on the other part, you will say that this AM and BM, they will coincide with each other, they will overlap each other completely. So what result follows from this activity? That if we draw a perpendicular which is passing through the center of the circle, then it will definitely divide the chord on which it is falling into two equal parts. That means perpendicular drawn through the center on the chord bisect the chord. This is the theorem. चलिए, let us start with its proof. तो इसको थोड़ा हमें छोटा बनाना पड़ेगा. आई होप कि एक्टिविटी समझ आई है आपको, और इसी एक्टिविटी को अब हम थ्योरम के थ्रू इस रिजल्ट को प्रूव करेंगे. Given a circle with center O and chord AB, and then also a perpendicular, let it be you can say PM, and a perpendicular PM to the chord AB passing through O. Perpendicular की ये खासियत होनी चाहिए that it is passing through the center of the circle. It passing through the center of the circle. It is falling on the chord and passing through the center of the circle. If we draw the perpendicular in this way to the chord, what effect this perpendicular will impose on the chord? That is to prove this chord AB, it will be divided into two equal parts by this perpendicular. That is AN is equal to MB. This we want to prove. So if we want two things to be equal, we need two triangles to be congruent. And if we want two triangles to be congruent, we should have those two triangles. So let us have two triangles like this. Joining AO, AM आ जाएगा इस triangle में. Joining OB, BM आ जाएगा. And if we prove these two triangles to be congruent, then definitely by CPCT, AM and BM, they will be equal. Let us start the proof. पहले एक construction लिख लो. Join OA and OB. चलिए, let us start with the proof. In triangle AOM and triangle BOM, right? Two triangles we have considered. Let us take three things for these two triangles to be congruent. I am taking AO and OB, radii of circle. Then OM is equal to OM. This is common. And I am marking this angle to be 1, this is to be 2. Perpendicular, that means each angle will be 90 degrees. So we are having angle 1 equal to angle 2, 90 degree each. So this is AO, OM 90 degree. Which criteria we are following? RHS, right angle, hypotenuse and side. So by RHS rule, triangle AOM congruent to triangle BOM. And when triangle AOM congruent to triangle BOM, then by CPCT, we can have AM equal to BM. And this was what we want to prove, that perpendicular drawn through the chord, drawn through the center of a circle on the chord will divide the chord into two equal parts. That is, perpendicular is always the bisector of the chord on which it falls. It is all about with this theorem. So we'll do its converse tomorrow. So here I'm going to end.